Hello and welcome to our video on how to use the county occurrence maps that we created as part of the Wisconsin First Detector Network effort to help you find invasive species in your backyard. This is part of a program in the Wren's Weed Science Lab with the College of Agricultural and Life Sciences at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. We'll talk about what we mean by the online maps, how to use them, details of the fields, and different ways to download the maps. So, what are the online maps? These maps are part of a tool set that we created with the Wren's Weed Science Lab. You can find them in the Tools section on our page listed above. Click on the County Invasive Plants list for Wisconsin. These maps represent every reported invasive plant in Wisconsin from 1900 to 2024. These are things that are generated from the edmaps.org database. Edmaps.org is the early detection and distribution mapping system. It is a free-to-use database that is entered by professionals across the country. You can make an account and help us add new records. When you click on future links, you will be taken to this page. Here is an example of Tree of Heaven as reported in EdMaps. As you can see, these dots represent the frequency of reports over time. Not many in Wisconsin. Let's keep it that way. So, how do I use these maps? Here's a picture that has all of the counties of Wisconsin for your reference. Once you found your county of interest, you can then go to our interactive Google map. This Google map will have information once you click into each county. So let's use Door County as an example. Once you click on Door County, you'll be taken to a specific pop-up page that has a link. Click on that link to open the spreadsheet that contains the species of that county. Now we're in Door, you can now see the table. Once you click on the scientific name, which is in blue as a hyperlink, you'll be taken to the species page at edmaps.org. Since these are live updated, that means that these lists, while static themselves, will lead you to the current distribution of that species in Wisconsin and the whole United States. What are these other fields then when we mention certain types of regulations, common names, etc.? First of all, this, as it might suggest, is the current scientific name as taken from EdMaps. There are also some synonyms and genus levels that you may click into if you find those in your county. The common name is something that is generated from EdMaps as well and could be sorted to see what you want as a common, more regional name for that species. Wisconsin status mentions if it is considered invasive or merely introduced into the state. The county name is for reference in case you download the map later. It will be the same as the table that you have clicked on. NR40 rule status or classification is listed here with many different options. We tried to consider both the current regulation and future regulations of each species. In order to sort this out, there is a key that is located below the maps of the main page. You can also find the definition of NR40 itself on that webpage. Frequency, perhaps the most important part, is a reference to how many times that species has been reported in that county. Now that means how many sites there are. Every site could have between 1 to 1,000 different occurrences. Really, there is no upper limit to the occurrences. What you will never find is a frequency of 0. If the frequency was 0, then that species would not appear in that county's table. Now look how we can sort these columns. Perhaps you care only about the most rare species in your county, or in this case, we're going to go ahead and look at the most reported species, Phragmites, with the highest frequency. You can also sort all the other columns alphabetically as desired. Want to take this offline? You can download the maps as well. You'll find the master list on the main landing page. You can click here to download it, or you can also click to go to Google Sheets. And then you can make copies and edit them as you wish. Also, each individual table has options to print or download them in different versions from Excel to CVS. Thank you so much for your time. If you have further questions, please email us, and we welcome feedback on ways to improve this or to find out how you are using this tool. Thank you.